Hey there, been a bit since we did any MMA, UFC fights, anything like that, reaction, breakdown, post-fight, but we're back from my car. This is where I do my best work. It is Saturday morning, 10 o'clock roughly. We have UFC 254, main card starting in 4 hours, 2 o'clock Eastern time. Biggest potential fight of the year. We have Justin Gaethje versus champ Khabib Nurmagomedov. This one's going to be interesting, man. You got a guy, Khabib, 28-0, and you got a guy, Justin Gaethje, who brings some interesting problems. And honestly, I don't want to see it, but I think Justin Gaethje is going to get the job done today. Which for me, I mean, as a fan, I want to see Khabib win, and I want to see Khabib undefeated. I think the biggest fight that could happen is, Khabib undefeated facing GSP for the lightweight champ. You're either going to have a triple champ or you're going to have Khabib take out the potential GOAT. Like, that's awesome. I want to see Conor McGregor get a rematch sober, not drunk, against Khabib Nurmagomedov. Not saying it would go any differently, but I want to see those things. But I think Justin Gaethje is going to come through and ruin them because he provides interesting problems, right? Great scrambler. So Khabib's going to try to take him down, and Justin Gaethje is going to keep moving, and he's going to try to scramble up. And I think Khabib's going to have quite the problem getting him down multiple times. I think he's going to use a lot of energy. Another interesting thing about Justin Gaethje is I watched every one of his fights and Khabib's fights going back to Michael Johnson for each of them on last night. Gaethje gets tired. He really, really does. But he has, I don't know, his anaerobic gas tank just refuels, because he could look dead tired, like he's gonna collapse from exhaustion, but when he throws a punch, he could just step into a punch, and he's throwing it 100% still, like with violent intentions, which is the craziest thing, because when you're gassed, like you watch a guy like Conor McGregor, he's gassed, and you could see his punches lose snap. Gaethje, you could see it, he's exhausted. He literally, there are times where he looks like he's drunk, about to just fall over from exhaustion, and then he throws a hook or a kick, and it is still just as violent as when he was fresh. It's the craziest thing you ever saw. So he always has a chance. No matter what round it is, he always has a chance to put the lights out. And, you haven't really seen people try to take Gaethje down that much. So we're going to see what he does when Khabib does that. He's going to pressure Khabib, so we're going to see if he gets stuck and stationary like other guys and gets frozen waiting for the shot, or if he just presses forward, throws punches, and like, hey man, you're going to try to take me down, I'm going to scramble, and I'm going to let it happen. So if he plays his game, I think it's going to be very interesting, and he's got these brutal leg kicks, and I think it's going to be tough once he kicks Khabib's legs a couple times. Khabib's game is trying to push you up against the fence and really use leg drive and like lift you up off the ground and just brute strength, and brute strength comes from your legs. So if one of them is just compromised and butchered because Justin Gaethje's trying to kick it off your body, I think it's going to be tough to just continue to wrestle and continue to just grind and try to push you up against the fence. I don't think it's going to work. I mean, who am I? I'm just a guy with the middle part here, but very interesting, and the combination that I would like to see from Justin Gaethje, because Khabib, you watch all his fights, combinations, if he could time one punch, like you throw a jab, he times it, he's going to take you down. He's going to time it and take you down. If you throw multiple punches, he doesn't really shoot when someone's throwing a combination at him. Why would you? He doesn't really time those. I didn't see him timing any combinations, like a 1-2 and then a takedown. So if Gaethje could hide a leg kick with a 1-2 and then just a step-in leg kick, like, I think that combination would be money for him, because Khabib's just going to back straight up. He doesn't angle. He's going to back straight up. You know where he's going to be. Brutalize that leg. That's your key to victory. I think Gaethje gets it done. I put a bet on Gaethje to win KO, TKO, because let's be honest, if Justin Gaethje wins, it's not going to be any other way. And to hedge my bet, I think if Khabib wins, I know Khabib said he's going to win by submission, or he thinks he's going to submit him. I've seen all of Justin Gaethje's fights. When he goes, it's because of exhaustion, and he just gets so exhausted that a punch lands on the chin, and it's game over for him. The lights go out, and he starts to stagger. So I think that's what's going to happen if Gaethje loses. So I hedge my bet on Gaethje to win by KO, TKO, by just saying the fight's going to end KO, TKO. It was like plus 145 Gaethje to win by KO. It's like plus 340 him just to win anyways, plus 245. So it makes sense if you're a bettor to just bet KO, TKO, because He doesn't have a fight that has ended in his career any other way, not decision, not anything like that. So that's the way to go. I think Gaethje gets the job done, and I think it is. I think it's gonna be interesting. But I think he gets the job done. So Khabib 28-1 potentially. Heard it here first.